Good morning, students. This is Deepak Garg, bringing you yet another edition of Unit number 3. Now, yesterday I have told you about the basic elements of Science, Technology and Innovation Policy 2003. Now, today I will tell you how the different elements can be implemented through different steps. Now, if we see the investments in R&D, the global investment in STI policy is around $1.2 trillion. This is the data of 2009. And if we talk about India, it is around 1% of GDP, which is very small. And the government target is 2% of GDP and more to bring the India on global platform. Now, important thing is this target is achievable if both public and private sector raises its R&D investment and it's translate the R&D output into commercial products. The second important implementation process is by promoting excellence and relevance in R&D. Now this can be done through various steps. Like first one is the nourishing the roots. It means that we should implement the habit of science, technology and innovation from the school level and bring up to university level. Now this involves all the stakeholders, whether it is student, teachers, researchers or the faculty members of universities, schools and so on. Now this can be possible if we change the teaching methods, the curriculum of the science, motivating and giving them incentives to the teachers, stimulate the research, and it should be made a part of policy framework. The second point in promoting excellence and relevance in R&D is excellence and relevance. Now it can be possible if we invest in basic research for excellence and focusing on relevance for addressing the national challenge. The third important thing is bringing the women scientists and technologists into the various activities of STI policy. Now this is called as a gender parity. Now we can bring the women scientists with the help of new and flexible schemes by re-entry of the women into R&D and involving them in all the different science, technology and innovation policies or the activities which are running in the country. The next important point is the inter-university centers. It means that we should develop different universities for different disciplines, thus making multidisciplinary centers so that the researchers can access advanced research facilities and equipment of different universities. We have to bring India on global platform of R&D. Now this can be possible if we have our MOUs, Memorandum of Understanding or different consortium models with the international companies, and this will help the Indian industry to gain global experience and competitiveness in some high technology areas. Another important thing is by giving monetary rewards. Now this can be possible if we link the incentives and schemes in research to enable the grant-based investments. Centrally institutes should be given incentives for public funded R&D centers which are put in place. Another important step is to attract the private sector investment in R&D. Now with help of public-private partnership, we can invest in critical levels of resources and we can innovate and bring out different ambitious projects which is not possible with the single hand. Now the main points of this policy is facilitating the private sector investment in R&D centers, promoting the establishment of large R&D facilities in PPP model, that is a public-private participation mode, permitting the multi-stakeholders participation in R&D system, treating private R&D as par with the public institutions, benchmarking of R&D funding mechanisms and patterns globally, modifying the IPR policy and co-sharing the IPRs generated under PPP, launching newer mechanisms for nurturing technological technology business incubators, and science led to entrepreneurship, and so on. The next step is how we can deliver the STI outputs to the stakeholders and the society. Now, whatever products which are generated with the help of this science, technology, innovation, we have to cater these product outputs to bring out into commercial products. Now, this can be possible with the help of the NGOs, state government, science and technology councils, and they can take these products to the grassroots levels. The next is the ecosystem changes for STI. Now, how we can change the ecosystem for this policy. Now, it involves the fostering of the academia research industry partnership. So we have to increase the academia research industry partnerships, mobility of experts from academia to industry and vice versa, regulatory and legal framework for sharing the IPRs between inventor and inventee, measures to close the gaps in translating of new R&D findings, and grassroots innovations. Basically, this policy is focused on prioritizing the critical R&D areas like agriculture, telecom, etc., promoting interdisciplinary research, fostering the delivery and use in the society of innovation, promoting the schemes like small idea, small money, that is the risky idea fund, to support the innovation incubators, establishing or fund for innovations for social inclusion, using traditional knowledge through modern science for funding solution to national challenges, and so on. Next step is gaining global competitiveness through collaboration. Now, this is also important because it is not possible for one hand to innovate a particular product. STI policy will seek to establish a new regulatory framework for data access, creating and sharing of IPRs, enable strategic partnership and alliances with other nations through bilateral and multilateral cooperations, science, diplomacy, technology synergy, and technology acquisition models will be deployed. And the last one is the public awareness and public accountability of Indian STI sector. Now, public should understand that science is very important. The first important thing is that the civilizational aspect of science and its temper needs to be promoted. Effective science communication methods like national knowledge network to be initiated. Public and political understanding based on evidence and debate should be enhanced. Decision makers must be made aware about the implications of the emerging technologies. White papers on mission-oriented programs must be published. Assessing the performance of national STI enterprise should be there. National science academics play a major role in public accountability. Now, these are the major steps which we can take to implement the science technology innovations. So, this is all of unit number 3. I hope you will understand the basic steps of the industry policy which are framed in 1948, 1956 and 1991, and what is the science, technology and innovation policy of 2003. So tomorrow we will start with a new fresh unit. So till then, keep studying. Thank you.